Welcome to Kansas Division of Emergency Management, Kansas Planner Web Training for ESF 10, Oil and Hazardous Materials. Our overview is going to be on ESF 10 in the Kansas Planning Standards. And here's a link to the 2014 Kansas Planning Standard. Once you've signed on to the Kansas Planning system with your username, password, and security code, in the middle of the screen will be where you will type your county name and then choose the emergency operations plan. Once you've done that, you will click on Annexes, and when in the annex details, you will choose which ESF, so we're working on ESF 10, and click on Annex Details. Within there, this is where you choose your coordinating primary and support agencies. So choose who your coordinating agency is going to be and put a check mark in that box, and same with primary and support. Once you've done that, click Save. Then click on Customize Annex. Within this screen, it's usually blank with that drop-down box in the left-hand section that says Select. Choose the drop-down box and choose Concept of Operations. Within Concept of Operations, General, this is the only place that you type your information in from the 2014 Kansas Planning Standards. Once you have done that, click Save. But I would like to remind you to only click Save once, because if you do it more than once, it will duplicate your work, and then we will have to call the company to get it deleted. So within the Kansas Planning Standards, there's several sections. The first one is General Command, Control, and Notification. So here you'll just outline hazmat response actions to be carried out by the incident commander. And there is an example for you. The next section is pre-incident. There's several things you need to cover within pre-incident. They all are here. Read through them. There are some suggestions for you and some information provided for you, so you can put that in your plan. And here's more parts of the pre-incident. The next section is notification and public warnings. So each of these, you'll describe the procedures and the hazmat notification process and so on. Make sure when you're doing the described procedures for the all clear that you use all clear in that section. And then the next section is contamination. So you'll describe the methods to detect and assess the extent of contamination and so on, as it is described here and also in your Kansas Planning Standards. Under environmental cleanup, there are just two things you need to touch on. So if you have any questions, just give me a call and I'll help you with those. The next section is for those counties, the ingestion pathways. Counties that are within a 50-mile radius of Wolf Creek and Cooper up in Nebraska. So if you're one of those counties, or you have a question if you're one of those counties, just give me a call and I'll let you know if you need to do the ingestion pathways section. And all the information that is needed is right here. So once you have entered all of that, that is when you will click Save. And then you'll go on to the next step. And the next step is the Annex Actions. Within the Annex section, each one you will have to click Edit. And when you go into these, the first one is Action, Roles, and Phase. So across the top, there is Preparedness, Response, Recovery, and Mitigation. And then it lists in words what that action is underneath it. So you will need to pick whether it's a preparedness, response, recovery, or mitigation, and you can only pick one. And then once you've done that, you will go to departments and positions. Sometimes the all is like here is clicked. You need to unclick that all and just choose the agencies that are responsible for doing this particular action, and then click Save. And in the file archives, these are the required attachments: the maps, the identifying the facilities that are vulnerable to a hazmat incident. This one particular is for any high population facility that is near a Tier 2 reporter. So that would be hospitals, schools, community buildings, public government buildings, and things like that. Anywhere where a large population of people will congregate is what we are looking for there. And then we do need a list of your LAPC members. The recommended attachments are there. If you don't have them, it will not stop you from getting your plan approved, but it is more information for you to have on hand. So you've completed ESF 10. Remember, this is your county plan. It is the foundation on which your county stands when everything is falling apart. This plan is not just for you. It is for people in your EOC or in your county. Regional and state stakeholders, partners also rely on your plan. Add any and all information you think is important. Remember, the 2014 Kansas Planning Standards is the minimum of what you have to have in your plan. If you have any questions through the process of completing your ESF 10, please email me or give me a call and I will help you. And thank you. I appreciate your time.